perfect. That's why I said it's just something different, man. It's not meant to be the fastest, but you know what? For everything else it offers, it's fast enough.
Yeah, this is fast, though.
What's that? It's plenty fast for most people.
I bet you sneak up on people real.
For sure.
Yeah, they don't know what this thing, you know, is capable of doing.
They look at you and they think, oh, okay, it's just some random Maserati looking car.
All right, guys. So if you're on the market for a Kia Stinger, or a Charger, today we're gonna find out what this thing is made out of. So it's all-wheel drive, twin turbo, V6, what, almost 400 horsepower?
It's 368 horsepower, 370 torque.
All right. So
we gotta do a dig launch? Let's do it.
Yeah, let's.
Almost 60.
Yeah.
That's pretty quick.
Yeah, so 0 to 60, it's mid fours, right?
Yeah, it's about 4.4, 4.5.
And from a performance angle, it seems like it lives right in between the RT and the Scatpack, because the 0 to 60, you're gonna win versus pretty much any Dodge because of the all-wheel drive.
So there's a lot of videos of this car going against Scatpacks, you know, with the 480 whatever it is horsepower engines, and the car beats it off the line every time, which is expected. But then, of course, the Scatpack at the top,
the 392 rips past it,
exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
So if you were to go to the drag strip, this would get off nice and clean.
Right. The times would be similar, but I mean, like the Scatpack at the top.
But quarter mile wise, what are we looking at here?
Mid 12s.
Mid 12s. Okay, yeah. So I saw it listed as like a high 12s vehicle. So,
okay.
So
is that the rear wheel drive one? Probably.
I'm not sure.
I mean, I want to test it. I do want to take it to the strip. Okay. It's probably mid to high 12. Let's be real. It's around, you know, real world numbers. Yeah.
Because I see most Scatpacks living in like the 12.4. 12 range, you know, and you know, if they put radials on now, you're opening up the door to non-stock, but most of those guys are low 12s at that point now with appropriate traction. So
right.
This would be a semi-competitor to the Scatpack or the 392.
Right.
So
this is not supposed to be as fast. It's just not. That's not what it's for. This is supposed to be almost as fast, but with a little more luxury feel, as they say. You know, with a little more features, a little more quality of interior.
Did right off the bat, like I didn't feel anything. Like I kind of was actually like, this thing is slow, and then the turbos kind of kicked in, and then it pushes you back a little. So you actually do feel the turbos kicking in. Yeah, you do. You're gonna get a slight turbo lag, of course, but then it's really like it starts to launch pretty quick. Shocking, right? Yeah, this feels good. And you know what? On the interior, you know, it does sound like it has a little bit of an exhaust to it.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, like when I saw you rip by, it's not very loud at all on the outside.
It's a quiet bullet on the outside. But on the inside, you know, they fake it with the exhaust noise and the vents a little bit, so you get the feeling of a semi-decent sounding exhaust, but you know, realistically on the outside it's very quiet.
So we're in third gear at 70.
Pretty sure you could get to second gear pretty reliably if you're in 70 miles an hour.
Yeah, this thing, you can plug in.
And the transmission shifts really nice, very smooth.
When you're driving a 392, I mean, you hear that Hemi screaming.
Yeah.
You know, this is a lot more sophisticated, a lot, you know, it's very smooth. Whereas when you get yourself into a Charger, I mean, that Hemi is just, you know,
it's more of a raw experience. It's not meant to be a super refined, luxury almost style vehicle. It's not trying to be the most hardcore fastest thing in the world. It's just not, you know. And I think unfortunately people get so hung up on horsepower and 0 to 60 times they forget everything else the car gives you.
It's true.
You know what I mean? And that's what it's for. It's meant to give you that semi-luxury, kind of like a Grand Touring car. That's really what it's for. It's meant to do everything.
I'll tell you, the accelerations are actually really nice.
It's not bad for a twin turbo
I mean,
car.
it's definitely pushing me back. You know, I would say this is the first V6 that I've ever driven that actually pulls you back. You know?
Like when I realized it planted me in the seat, I was really shocked.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that at all. Even from like a roll, even when you're just driving on the highway.
Well, that's what I did on the highway.
Yeah.
I got it into the third, and I was like, you know, that is pretty nice, man.
It's shocking.
Let's do another little 0 to 60 here.
Go. Race behind. Go ahead. Whenever you're ready. There we go. See the turbo kicks in. You see?
Yeah. You know what? It's like dead off the line, and then once those turbos kick in, you really do feel it. That is nice. And you know what? That's probably plays a large factor into races on the street.
Oh yeah.
Let me tell you, the difference is I would be roasting tires with a Hemi right now.
100%.
You know, whereas
I'd probably be
picks up
3 or 4 cars ahead of you by the time you catch traction.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, you'd have to rely on your more power to catch up and then eventually pass me. You will pass me. It's just only a matter of time, depending how long the race goes for. You know, but it's just really a fantastic car.
Roll racing, I think the 392 will get you.
For sure.
Yeah.
I agree with you 100%. This thing only stands a chance from a dig. You know, now if you're talking about a semi-modified Stinger, then you might have a discussion